Site. The landscape of Grand Pre may soon be a World Heritage Site. Our submission continues to be reviewed by the International Council on Monuments and Sites. As Nomination Grand Pre and its partners work through the evaluation process, we remain hopeful of a successful outcome in 2012. When designated, the preservation, interpretation, and promotion of the landscape of Grand Pre will be managed by the Grand Pre World Heritage Stewardship Board. This board will be co-chaired by local residents, the Acadian community, and it will include members of interested parties such as the farming community and the business and tourism community. Securing adequate funding, long-term funding in fact, for this board to fulfill its mandate and its international commitments is a process that is ongoing. Becoming a World Heritage Site will support the local and Acadian communities and will be good for the Annapolis Valley and Nova Scotia. The province of Nova Scotia has been a key partner in our journey and nomination. Grand Pre is extremely grateful for the support to bring us to where we are today. On stage with me today is the Honourable Dave Wilson, the Honourable Ramona Jennings, and my co-chair, Gerald Boudreau. Also with us in the audience is MLA for Kings North, Jim Morton, Mayor Bob Stead for the town of Wolfville, Warden Diane Brothers, County of Kings, and our Councillor Mike Ennis. With that out of the way, I would like to invite Dave Wilson. Thank you.
Bonjour tout le monde. Je suis très heureux d'être avec vous aujourd'hui pour souligner notre appui. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for being with us today here this morning on, I think, a great morning to be in the Valley. A lot warmer than it is towards the city, so maybe I'll stay for the day. I'm pleased to be here today almost a year after the Premier and the provincial government officially signaled their support in nomination Grand Pre as a World Heritage Site. As you recalled, I had the privilege with several partners in signing a memorandum of understanding and letters of support that became part of the nomination dossier. We were happy to confirm our support for the initiative in January, and we're happy to follow up today with an announcement about our financial contribution. The landscape of Grand Pre holds many stories for Nova Scotians and Canadians. Stories of continued agricultural practice throughout centuries, stories of Mi'kmaq culture and the influences, stories of our history of the New England planter settlement, and stories of hope and perseverance of the Acadian people. Next year, 2012, will represent a banner year for culture and heritage. Not only are we anticipating a decision on the nomination proposal, we are also celebrating the 40th anniversary of the World Heritage Convention, which recognizes the way people interact with nature and the fundamental need to preserve the balance between the two. This is a very timely anniversary indeed. We know that the possible UNESCO World Heritage inscription offers extraordinary opportunities. Supporting the nomination proposal complements government's effort in making life better for families, in growing the economy in all parts of Nova Scotia, in providing good jobs as part of the Jobs Here plan, and in realizing lifelong learning opportunities. With that in mind, we have chosen to create a contingent trust of $2.5 million. That will ensure that the nomination site, if it's inscribed, will have the funds available for operations, for interpretation and heritage protection, and for promotional and research activity. We based our decision on the priorities I just mentioned, and also on the need to advance heritage protection, preservation, and interpretation in the dossier. The strategic plan will be the foundation for the future Grand Pre World Heritage Site Stewardship Board, and it is, we believe, a very solid plan. In terms of the trust, the word contingent means just that. Funds will be available if and when the nomination site is inscribed. We are ever hopeful for a successful outcome in that regard. We are working to establish the trust, and we'll be finalizing the terms and conditions for the trust in the coming months. For now, I will give a brief overview on how the Trust will work. The payment of $2.5 million to the Trust will be a one-time contribution towards the Grand Pré World Heritage Site. It is expected that the funds will support site management for 10 years. The Trust will allocate funds based on the plans submitted by the future Grand Pré World Heritage Site Stewardship Board. The Trust and the Stewardship Board will function separately from each other and at arm's length from provincial government. That being said, transparency will be the underlying mechanism on which the bodies will operate. The province will ensure that there are annual audits that are required and accountability measures in place for the broader community. We are proud to be partners in the nomination proposal. We have every confidence in the process and in the nomination Grand Pré demonstrated ability to see this process through. We have every confidence that the site will be inscribed, will be managed effectively for the enjoyment and education of Nova Scotians, Canadians and visitors around the world. Nous sommes heureux d'avoir participé au projet dès le départ. Et nous sommes très heureux de faire cet annoncement aujourd'hui. Je vous dis merci and thank you.